Welcome to Los Angeles. The Kings were part of the first NHL expansion group, and they've had no shortage of stars like Dion, Gretzky, and Kopitar, to name a few. Both teams look ready to go, and it's time to drop the puck. The Kings will look to go on the offensive as they win the opening draw. Steps into all of it in the open ice.
The cliche in hockey is you want to start the game hard and physical and really set the tone, and that's what he was doing right there.
Oh, and he pumps it away. A risky play, but it pays off. Into the offensive zone. Good, solid check, and he loses control of it. And he slides it quickly to Kopitar. Quick shot, and that's blocked. McCann stick handling in his own zone. Handles the pass. Oh, and he just got enough of that one to keep it out.
This is a really nice save, James. I mean, the shooter's in the middle of the ice. He's in the slot area, and he's got to get to the top of the crease, square to the puck to be able to make that save. Great job.
Both sides digging in for that puck along the wall. And he takes the feed. Slides it across. And a strong defensive effort to get in front of that. Jostling for the puck, and he loses control. Here's a chance to make something happen inside the neutral zone. Shot! Picked up along the wall by Anderson. Quick pass to Kaliev. The Kraken have possession along the boards. Grabbed along the boards by Byfield. Here's a chance! Turned aside with the glove by DeCord. Pass to Evans. Puck scooped up by Bjorkstrand. Quick pass to Evans. Shot! Great blocker stopped by Kemper.
Stevenson's back in the lineup after rehabbing his injury, and he's quick to create some offense there with that nice dangerous shot.
Gavrikov swooping in on the attack. The Kraken have gained control of the puck along the wall. Sends a pass over. Moved up ahead here in the neutral zone. Evans is hauled down. The official's arm is up. Let's get the call here. The Kings will lose a man, tripping the call.
Guys, we've seen this power play struggle here, but we've also seen them working hard on their positioning in practice. It's the first power play of the game, and if they can capitalize here, it might just give them the momentum that they need. Let's see what happens.
And they get some breathing room as the puck leaves the defensive end. And he takes the pass. Fires it! Comes up with the stop. There's the whistle as the puck stopper elects to hang on. Studnika's side still short-handed here as they slide in for the face-off. Stevenson's won the face-off, and now let's see what they can do. Hangs on to the puck after taking a hit. Stopped by the goaltender.
Well, this save looks easier than it actually is. I mean, when you have a shooter right in the slot, and you know that you've got to find a way to get your glove on it, you got to be fast, you got to be quick, and show those reflexes. He does that and makes the save.
Studnika's won the draw here in their own zone. And offside, we'll get a reset here. They'll get set to drop the puck as this power play continues. And a solid job tying up his opponent. Tries to feed it over to Beniers. Oh, what a save in front!
That's a fantastic save by the goaltender, but his team has to do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice. Those high-danger scoring chances eventually go in.
Trying to get something going here with this man advantage as they start from their own end. Carries it across the line. Puts it on net. Oh, what a save on the play!
Oh, it's such an athletic save, James. I mean, that's just all about competing, finding a way to get to the puck. The goaltender, they have to have talent, they have to have mobility, they have to be able to track the puck, but they have to have a willingness to find it and fight for any second shot, and that's exactly what happens here. Out-battling, out-willing, and you make the save.
the nose, ready for the draw as they will continue to try to kill off this penalty. LA's won the face-off deep in their own end. Moves the puck. Seattle's looking to break out of their own end. Passes it over. And that's blocked away. And he shut the door on that last play. Goaltender covers up and will get a face-off. Hope everyone's enjoying the game here tonight. Another big face-off here on this power play. The Kings come up with a defensive zone draw. And they get the puck out. Slides the puck over. Skates it over. That's gloved by Kemper.
Well, we know he's got a great glove hand, and man, does he ever show it off right there with that stop.
Kopitar's gliding in for the face-off as this penalty kill will continue. The Kings start with the puck in their own end. Angles it over to Everly. Trapper saved, didn't get all of it, but still enough. And it's a much-needed whistle for the injured player who's down on the ice.
Well, that hit had to hurt, James. Let's have another look at that one. I mean, he goes down hard, and when you have a hit like that, you're feeling it all over your body. Dunn's going to need some help as he heads down the tunnel here, grabbing his arm. Definitely an upper body injury, James, and this is going to be a tough blow to the lineup.
Yeah, certainly don't like seeing that. Something to keep an eye on there. Thanks, Cheryl. Clark's carrying it ahead. Taken along the wall by Bjorkstrand. And that pass goes off the stick. Puck leaves the zone on the bad pass, and they'll be forced to regroup. The Kings penalty killers come up huge.
Well, everyone is up. The coach knows exactly what the PK unit had to do, and they got out there, they were responsible, and they took care of business.
Oh, what a stop! And they continue to fight for that puck along the wall. And the puck's booted away. Oh, and a nice play to free up the puck there. Streaking through center, they go on the attack. Fires it on net. Oh, how did he get a glove on net? What a stop by DeCord. Still a lot of time left in the period as we approach the midway mark. We're still scoreless. The frozen biscuits dropped and we are back underway here. Dumps it into the ozone. Moves it to Byfield. Receives the pass. I don't think anybody was hanging on to the puck after that hit. Getting a little too physical to maintain possession. Picked up along the boards by Anderson. Thunderous collision on the play, and look at the bench set up. The Kraken have the puck against the boards. And the play continues. Scooped up along the wall by Byfield. And now he moves it quickly to Anderson. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Slides the puck across to Larson. And it's a quick pass to Gord. Puck picked up by Hayden. Here's a shot. Takes it right in the chest. And we're going to get a stoppage here as the referee blows the play dead.
Larson's in a lot of pain here, James. You can see it in his face as he's hobbling and laboring, trying to get back to the bench. Anytime you're injured, you want to know exactly where the play is. You don't want to put your team in a vulnerable spot, but you got to get off.
Officials have got both teams ready, and it looks like play is set to resume here. Seattle's going to start with the puck inside the offensive zone. Here's a chance. Glove save made by Kemper.
Reaction time is everything when you're a goaltender, and that's why you see from a young age them working on all of those different drills to help them with these kinds of saves. Just flash the leather and make the save. What a glove hand.
Los Angeles has won the defensive zone draw. Handles the pass from the right side. Takes the feed. Oh, there's a great stop by DeCord. Picked up along the wall by Gord. Seattle's got it in their own zone. Hayden's got it against the boards. Dishes it off. Slides it across. Oh, great save there. to Beniers. Fantastic save! Oh, stops him again!
As a goaltender, you want to make yourself as big as possible, and that's exactly what he does right there and just takes away the net.
The Kings get a hold of the puck in their own end. They go on the attack through center. Passes it over. Stopped by the goaltender. Evans carries the puck in his own zone. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. And now it's grabbed by Clark. Turcotte's got it on the offensive end. And skilled use of the stick to poke the puck away. The Kraken have gained possession off the wall. Here they come inside the neutral zone. And a strong physical collision on the play there. The Kraken have taken possession along the wall. With some open space at center. Seattle's got the puck against the boards. And that's taken by the defense. Right up Main Street and on the attack. Scores! He's on the board!
This is nothing new for him. His 20th goal of the season, James. Man, he's got an unbelievable ability to disguise his shot. Absolutely incredible.
20 already.
That's a hard shot. The goaltender looks like he's just getting to position, gets a piece of it, but it still goes in.
Has looked like a different team these last couple of minutes, Cheryl, and it pays off.
Yeah, and the goal in the latter half of the first period, it really sends some confidence right down the bench, and this is what you need. You got to believe that you can win, you got to trust the process, and more importantly, you got to know that you can execute.
Can't stay on his feet after that hit. The Kings will play it from the corner. A Ferrier is hauled down, penalty on the way. Let's see what the officials say.
When you're down a goal, you can't generate any offense if you're shorthanded. They're going to have to be opportunistic, find a way to kill it off, and then reset the momentum.
The Kings will have a chance to get on the power play for the first time this evening.
Well, they've earned their first power play of the game. A tone setter right here, and an opportunity to look at the coverage on the setup.
And they get the puck out of harm's way. A centering chance! Dishes it off again here! Takes the feed. Stops it with a glove! And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up. Stevenson's recognizing they're still short-handed here as they get ready for the face-off. Deneau's won the draw. Centering pass. Oh, off the iron. The Kings will play it against the wall. And that's kicked up from the scrum. Trying to come up with a huge defensive play to get this puck out of his own end. Battling for it along the boards. Here's a short pass to Deneau. Shot! He gets a piece of it with his trapper. Nice play. Takes a bump but hangs on to the puck. Oh, he denies him again! Stevenson's taking it from his own end. Puck moved back to center, forcing them to regroup. Dishes it to Doughty. Now a quick pass to Fiala. Shot! Oh, it stays out. He got a piece of that one. Broken up with the stick in the defensive end. On the attack, they come down the right wing. Moves the puck down low. Los Angeles takes possession along the wall. Nice feed from the left side up the middle. Pumped away from danger. Puck is cleared out of the defensive zone. Sends the pass over. The Kings take it across the line and uses the length of his stick to knock that puck away.
Tolvanen standing up, ready to go.
Feeds it over. Oh, a clutch save. Tolvanen's now out of the box, and we are back to even strength.
You get the nod to go out there on the power play and make a difference, and you don't. It's frustrating, and it's a real momentum killer. Larson's earlier injury is going to keep him out of the game, James. We've just received confirmation from the staff, and this isn't good.
Not good at all. Huge blow for the team, and somebody who's just so well-liked too, right? Those intangibles that he brings on the bench as well at times like this.
Yeah.
Don't like seeing that at all. Denies him!
Well, the shooter's in a coveted spot on the ice, right in the middle of it with a good look, and he makes an incredible save by getting square to the puck and turning it aside.
The Kraken have the puck in their own end. Good use of the body on the play. And he moves it up to Moore. Takes a shot. Oh, I thought he was going to be beaten, and he somehow got a piece of that.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect it to the corner, getting it out of danger.
Quick feed to Lewis. He carries the puck up along the wing. Dumps it in. Takes a bump and loses control of the puck. Seattle's looking to break out. Quick pass to Tolvanen. Seattle's got the puck along the wall. Oh, there's a collision that knocked him off course.
He wasn't expecting that one, James. He had his head down, unable to brace himself, and his stick goes flying. Now he's got to go collect it.
Studnicka's taken down to the ice. We got a penalty coming up.
Not a great penalty to take. I mean, you're down a goal. You're trying to fight to get back in this game, and now you find yourself shorthanded.
Guys, we know this power play is ranked toward the bottom of the league here. They couldn't get things going the first time around the ice tonight. So power play number 2 coming up right now. Hopefully they can get something going here and move in the right direction.
Moves it to Kopitar. Handles the puck. And that's broken out. Moves it quickly over to Stevenson. Poked away by Kopitar. Los Angeles takes hold of the puck. And they'll dump it in. The Kraken have gained control of the puck shorthanded. Seattle's got a hold of it along the wall. Los Angeles has possession of the puck in the offensive end. Sanders benefit on the extra attacker pays off.
Now utilizing all of that space, James, to their advantage and the recognition and awareness of when to take it to the net.
But not out. They've had chances. They just haven't capitalized. Los Angeles wins the face-off in the neutral zone. Here's a short pass to Beniers. Looks to make a play over to Schwartz. Bats it out of midair. Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. Grabbed along the boards by Beniers. Quick feed to Schwartz. And he slides it quickly to Everly. Los Angeles has it near the wall. And he dodges the poke check there. Sends it out in front. And that goes off a stick and off target. And a great save.
A player should never be left alone in the slot, but man, is the goaltender to task here. Gets out in front of it and makes the save.
37 seconds left on the clock. Can't connect. Seattle's got it along the wall. Takes the feed from the wing. Moves the puck into the attacking area. Great extension on his part to poke it away. Hey, a lot of people excited as this opening period comes to an end. One of the all-time great rock acts from the 80s getting set to play here for these fans. And we'll catch our breath. Back.
Dunn's out for the remainder of the game, James, with that injury he suffered earlier. We just received word from the staff that he will be out for an indefinite amount of time.
An unfortunate storyline here throughout the game, and now we know for sure he won't be back. Bats the puck right out of midair. Los Angeles plays it along the boards. Quick pass to Fiala. Oh, I thought he had it. What a chance there.
Oh, James, I thought he connected on that one. He's going to be disappointed, but he's all around the net.
Takes a couple the knocks and loses control. McCann's got it into offensive territory. Oh, tremendous stop on the play! The Kings move the puck in the defensive zone. And he can't hang on after that hit. Here's a shot, and he was ready for that one. Seattle's got a hold of the puck. Here's a great use of the stick right there to poke it away. Tremendous stuff by Kemper. Chance in front, and that doesn't go as it's off a stick. No room for that one to get through. Seattle's got a hold of it against the wall. Taken by Doughty. Moves the puck across to Kempe. And that doesn't reach the net. And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net.
The Cords able to put that puck to the corner, and it really keeps the puck out of harm's way. No second shot opportunity.
Goaltender covers it up, and we'll get a reset here.
Kopitar's been feeling it, James. You know who else is feeling it? His teammates. They have been the beneficiaries of a great leader on the ice who's just been distributing the puck and generating a ton of offense.
That's one way to take possession with both centers tied up there in that scrum. From the left side, they enter the offensive zone. The Kings scoop it up along the boards. Takes control of the puck. Dishes it to Byfield. Takes the shot. Oh, that has some heat on it. He makes the save. Lots of time left in this period. The Kings lead this one 2-0. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Moves it to Schwartz. Seattle's got into the offensive zone. Quick shot! Stones him in front. Los Angeles takes possession of the puck. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Seattle's got the puck. Looking for space inside the D zone. A little back and forth. Into the offensive end now. And somehow he hangs on. Moves it quickly over to Kaliev. Puck grab by Byfield. Gets a piece of it to keep it out.
The Cords been excellent tonight, James. I mean, the score could be a lot worse. The save percentage is great. He's doing everything to keep his team in it. They need to shore up their defensive end and get going north.
There's the whistle. We'll get a face-off after the goalie covers up. Still lots of time left in the period. Los Angeles leads it 2-0. Deneau's got it. Now they'll look to see what they can do with it offensively. And that shot dies in traffic. Seattle's on the attack. Oh, excellent use of the stick as he knocks that one away. Here's a short pass to Fogle. Slides the pass over to Laferriere. Seattle's gained possession. And he slides it quickly to Cartier. Right up the gut into the offensive end. Seattle's got it now. Oh, one of his teammates was right in the shooting lane there. Oh, look at this chance. Oh, had a chance to make a nice move, and the puck disagreed with him.
Laferriere's got a lot of flash to his game, in particular with his hands and the ability to manipulate his opponent, but he gets caught on that one, and the puck dies on his stick.
Turn that one aside. LA's got it against the boards. Shot, and that's broken up. The Kraken have gained control of the puck in their own zone. Gets it over to Fleury. Puck scooped up by McCann. Here's a chance. That's gloved by Kemper. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up. Face-off looming as both centers get into position. Smart play to take possession, sneaking in off the wing. Shuts the door with a great save. Denies him again.
Wow, James, was he ever dialed in that sequence of saves? I mean, 1, 2, multiple saves here. His team's got to help him out.
Seattle's effort at some point has to pay off. They've had plenty of scoring chances, but they still trail in this one. Off the face-off, they take the puck. Slides the puck ahead into the neutral zone. Dishes it off.
He's had a lot of offensive zone possession time, and you got to figure he knows he's one goal away from his next milestone.
Takes the pass. Gets in front of it. Quick feed to Fiala. Gaining steam inside the neutral zone. Slides the puck to Edmondson. Here they come on the attack. Takes a bump but still hangs on to the puck. Just a little too much contact and couldn't hang on to the puck. To the low slot. Oh, he stops him with the glove. Great reflexes there.
We know the goaltender was set to this position, square to the shooter, to be able to make that glove save.
We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period, and it's a comfortable 2-0 lead we're looking at right now. LA's won the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Slides it across. Up to the challenge as he gets his pad on it. Here they come down the right side and on the attack. Scores! Off the post and in.
Well, that's a real sneaky one that fooled the goaltender, James. Not much room available, but that one, perfectly executed. But you create offense by moving the puck, and that's exactly what he does here. He knows how to manipulate his opponent to open up the lane, but it's all about the pass. It's got to be on the money if you want to do something with it.
Seattle's found some offense, and now they suddenly have made this game a lot more interesting here in the second.
And they changed the momentum. You can see it in the body language and the confidence. They've got themselves within striking distance of an even game.
Delayed penalty looming. Picked up along the boards by Fleury. Whistle blown, stopping the play.
Up by one, and you take a penalty, applying some pressure to the PK unit here as a power play has an opportunity to get the equalizer.
They'll go back to work on their special teams.
Well, they earn this a power play, James, through hard work, and it's an opportunity to even the score here. They need to find a way to execute and get back to the even score.
From the right side, they gain the zone. Good heads-up defensive play as he extends the stick. Schwartz moves the puck. Los Angeles takes possession of the neutral zone. Makes his presence known on the ice. Shot! Studnika's ready for the draw as they will continue to try to kill off this penalty. Seattle's got possession here in their own end. Moves it on over to Schwartz. And that's intercepted by Clark. Puck picked up by Schwartz. Great pad save.
The goaltender is very aware of where that puck is in that low slot area and defends his crease by getting out, being aggressive, and taking away any of the net.
Chance to reset here on the draw on this man advantage. LA's won the draw. Big time stop. Los Angeles has it in the defensive end. Puck exits the zone. Stoppage in play as we get an offside. Studnika's gliding in for the face-off as this penalty kill will continue. And they've got the puck after that neutral zone face-off. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Seattle's gained possession along the boards. McCann's got it in the defensive end. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Chance in front, and that doesn't connect. Scores! And the power play works to perfection as they've tied it up.
Well, the power play unit knew what was at stake. They knew that they had an opportunity to get the equalizer in this game, and they executed perfectly. The goaltenders are just so good in this league, James, that they see the shot, they are going to stop it. And so you got to get traffic in front of the net. On this power play, they do an excellent job of getting bodies in front of the paint.
the midway mark in this period. We are all tied up in this one. Los Angeles wins that face-off at center. The Kings gain possession in their own end. Keeps a hold of the puck after that knock. Long reach breaks up the momentum. Sends it quickly to Kelly. And he takes the dish. And he coughs it up with the pass. Oh, what a save in front.
The Cords dialed in and outstanding at anticipating the play here, James. He recognizes exactly where the greatest threat is on the ice. It's a slot area. He gets to position and makes the save.
Pinned up along the boards. Quick pass to Cartier. There's another for the hit parade. Moves it to Chanot. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Janot. Great use of the twig as he pokes that one away. And he loses both the puck and his balance after that hit. Takes that pass back at the point. They score! A clutch goal gives them the lead.
Well, it's very timely, isn't it, James? To give them the lead, and also the confidence that they've shown these past few shifts led to that opportunity. Well, this is a hard-working goal as well, James. You got to fight for that inner area of the ice, you know, and when you're in that low slot area, it ain't easy to get to that spot. And then when that puck is on your stick, you know that you're going to come into some heavy traffic. Great job to find the back of the net.
Seattle's gone up by 1 here in the second period, and I like that jump in their step we're starting to see here now.
We've really seen an uptick in their momentum in the last few shifts, and they're rewarded with that goal, James. They've got to continue to attack the net, ski downhill, and not be afraid to get to the paint.
The Kraken have the puck against the boards. Fantastic save! Moves it quickly over to Kempe. The Kraken have the puck in the neutral zone. Here's a short pass to Stevenson. Comes up with a stop. Goaltender covers up. We got a stoppage in play. Seattle's got the decided edge in the shot department here tonight in the second period, and they continue to lead. Los Angeles has taken possession off the draw on their own end. Fialo stick handling in his own zone. And he takes the feed. Coughs up possession of the puck. Drives to the paint. Oh, and he somehow got a little piece of it, and it stays out of the net. Trying to shake loose. He's in. Feeds the puck over to Borgen. And the shot dies in the traffic jam.
Kovanian's made an incredible play there, James. He stumbles in front of the net, but finds the puck and could have lost it, but manages to stay with it enough to get a shot off.
Seattle's got the puck. Knocked away in the offensive zone. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. And now it's grabbed by Beniers. And he totally whiffs on that one. The Kings look to start the transition game. Quick feed to Clark. And he lowers the boom there. And now he tries to get it across to Turcotte. Boom! Wow, what a thunderous hit there.
That was incredible. Everyone is on their feet. Man, did he get nailed.
Fires it. And that one's stopped. Los Angeles takes possession along the wall. They fight for it along the boards. Taken along the wall by Gavrikov. Across the line. The Kraken have possession now. Slides the puck across. Handles the pass. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Here's a chance in front. And he denies that great opportunity there. Gains the zone from the right. Reaches out and uses the stick. Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down. Seattle's coaching staff must be impressed with what they're seeing from their players tonight. Lots of pucks on net, and they continue to lead late in the second. Off the draw, they take possession. And now he moves it quickly to Evans. Right side set up ahead into the middle of the ice. There's the whistle. Let's see what the referee saw.
Wasn't it's a tight game. It's late in the period. You've taken a penalty. Now you got to stay in the present, stay in the moment, kill it off, and then you can reset in the intermission. I love the 1-3-1 set on the power play unit they used earlier. Listen, they had success, they scored, but there's so many variations off of it. I love the bumper position that can act as a decoy, allow the puck to get through to...
Scores! And they strike once again with the extra attacker.
Wow, this has been a potent power play, and two things you need. You need creativity, but you also need structure, and the players know exactly where they need to be to set up, to work their magic around the perimeter, and then open up the lanes to attack the net.
Seattle's got to be feeling good about their game here as we head towards the intermission. Already up by 2 now, late in period number 2.
Well, let's face it, it's been a hard-fought battle, but that last goal, I mean, it puts them in a great spot heading into the intermission. You got to find a way to elevate off of it and keep the foot on the gas.
Burakovsky's got the puck in his own zone. From the open ice, they gain the line. Puts it on net, and that's stopped by Kemper. Oh, big-time hit there.
Well, it's hard enough when you're on the receiving end of a hit like that, James, and it's even worse when you got to collect your twig.
And he takes the feed. Look at this down the right wing. They're on the attack. Sends a pass over. The lane was plugged up and that shot's blocked. Works it across to Borkin. A shot. Nothing. LA's got a hold of it along the wall. Kempe's into the offensive zone now on the attack. Two periods down, 1 more to go. Both teams have time to get a refresh, and we'll be back for period number 3. I'm fired up. I know you're fired up for this too. And we are just moments away from the start of the 3rd period. Final frame is underway here. Well, with 2 periods played, Pounder, your thoughts?
Seattle's leading in this high-scoring, high-flying game, but I got to tell you, the goaltenders on both sides, they must absolutely hate it. It's a 200-foot game of odd-man rushes and back-and-forth play.
Quick pass to Burakovsky. Picking up momentum across the zone here on the right side. Scrum along the wall. Sends it ahead to Kempe. Oh, and he cracks it perfectly in the offensive end. Wristwood in front. Makes the glove stop. Seattle's outplayed the opposition tonight, particularly offensively, as they lead it early in this 3rd period. Offense his own face-off, and he wins the draw. Good fight for the puck along the boards. The Kraken have taken possession along the wall. On the attack along the boards. Passes it over. And that's blocked in traffic. Moore's got the puck along the wing. And he uses his reach to disrupt the play. Oh, making his presence felt with the hit. Bjorkstrand's carrying it ahead. And he takes the pass. Stopped by the goaltender. Quick pass across to Byfield. Swap up. Moves the puck. Denied with the glove by DeCorn.
I really like this save, James, because he challenges the shooter who's all alone in the slot area. He turns aside a real dangerous opportunity.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. Seattle's doubled up on them. It's now 4-2. Deneau's won the draw, and they're on the attack. Oh, what a blocker save! He got all of that with the waffle board. Oh, tremendous save on the play!
What an incredible save. No idea how he got to that one, James, and the shooter is absolutely stunned. What a stop.
Fires it on net. Blocked in traffic. Josh wrestling for the puck, but still moves away. Nice zone entry from the left. Here's a shot. Seattle's got a hold of the puck now. Passes the puck over to Fleury. Odd man rush. And that one's turned aside. Big hit, and that frees up possession. Feeds it over. Unleashes a cannon. Too many bodies in the way. Slides it across to Deneau. Oh, love the defensive stick work there to poke that one away. Passes over to Eberle. Can't pull the trigger. Moves it to Eberle. Great defensive stick work on the play. The Kraken have gained control of the puck along the wall. Loses his balance on the play. Denies him with a save. Scooped up along the wall by McCann. Oh, how did he keep it out? What a blocker stop by Kemper. The Kraken have possession along the boards. And he puts it into his own net. Seattle's been running away with this one since the beginning of the game, and no signs of slowing down in the third.
It's been a productive night, and this is one of those games that gives everyone confidence, and this is important for your lineup as everyone gets it, as they feel like they're contributing.
And he sidesteps the check there. And it's a quick pass to Burakovsky. Oh, he comes up with a big stop there. Goaltender hangs on for the whistle. Seattle's laying a pounding on the opposition tonight, generating numerous scoring chances and converting on what feels like almost all of them. Moves it to the middle. Slides the puck over. Out of midair, he swats it down to the ice. Burakovsky's moving it ahead. Tries it to the crease. No quarter given here as they battle for the loose puck along the boards. The Kraken have gained possession off the wall. And the puck skips out of the zone. They'll be forced to tag up. Shot! Scores! A huge goal here has put them right back into this one.
Yeah, if they get one more, they'll be one away from tying this game up, James. So it's about building and continually finding ways to press and be aggressive on the puck. Well, this is a quick release shot that's going to beat the goaltender low blocker side, and he couldn't catch up to it with his stick or his blocker, and it winds up in the back of the net.
The Kings haven't had a lot of things go their way tonight, but they finally got a positive here in the third.
They're going to have to outnumber their opponent if they want to claw back from this 2-goal deficit. They're running out of runway. They got to find a way to get some chances.
LA's won the faceoff at center. Shot! Grabs it with the glove. Puck is frozen and we'll get a faceoff. Seattle's been going in one direction all night long, and that's to the net, and they lead it in this third. Stevenson's won the draw here in the defensive zone. Receives the pass. Moves around along the half wall. Strong use of the body to force the puck loose. The Kings take it along the wing. Moves it quickly over to Studnicka. And that's snapped away in the defensive end by Hayden. And now he moves it to Stevenson. Takes a shot. And it doesn't reach the net because it goes off a stick. And some good footwork to kick it away. Los Angeles has the puck. Moves it over to Chanot. Turcotte's got it against the boards. Here's a short pass to Kempe. Seattle's got the puck. Picked up along the wall by Beniers. Getting a little physical out there, but still holds on to the puck. Pinned up along the boards. And that's a great read to force the turnover. Quick feed to Beniers. Feeds it over to Schwartz. To his teammate. There's a shot. Great glove save by Kemper. Puck is frozen, and we get a stoppage in play. Nearing the midway mark of the period. Seattle's got a 2-goal cushion here. They lead at 5-3. Kopitar's won a big draw on their own end. Now a quick pass to Kempe. Can't keep keep a hold of it as he's jostled off the puck. Fired into the offensive zone, allowing for the blue line to change things up. The Kings cross the line and gain the zone. Huge steal in his own end. Moves the puck along the half wall. Denies him on the slobber. Quick pass to Tanev. Grabbed along the boards by Kempe. Gains the zone on the left wing. Great defensive effort with the stick. Slides it over with pace to right. Seattle's got the puck against the half wall. Denied by the goaltender. Kemper's got the puck, and we'll get a stoppage in play.
Well, and this is a huge play right here. Just recognizing the tempo of the game and being able to dictate it. He's done it all night.
Past the halfway mark of this period, Seattle's got all sorts of content for the highlight shows tonight. They lead at 5-3. Tries to get it over to Doughty. Slides it diagonally to Fogle. The Kraken have it in their own zone. Seattle's got the puck in the defensive end. Moves it to Burakovsky. And that's off a stick. Takes the feed. From the left side, they gain the zone. Score! Well, just what the doctor ordered, and they've cut into the lead.
Oh, yeah, after that goal, you can sense the momentum shift, James, and it's all about swinging and seeing if they can string a couple of good shifts together and get the equalizer.
They've narrowed it within one. Los Angeles has made it a one-goal game in the third. Now can they even it?
Well, it's going to start with the face-off right here. You got all the momentum, and you have to continue to build upon it, and possession is critical. You have to gain entry and really own the zone.
And there's another penalty call against the home team. These fans are frustrated. Cheryl, I think these calls are legit. I just think that the fans are wondering, what about the other side here?
Well, yeah, they got to be expecting to get one soon here, as it is one-sided, and it's so hard for a team to get into the game when there's no flow because you keep braiding yourself to the box.
Seattle's got another opportunity here on the man advantage.
Gotta love when it feels easy, James. When the power play is working, the puck is moving, there's motion, everything seems directed at the net.
And cut that one out of the net. Great reach by Torvald. And they get the puck out of the danger zone. Tries to get this man advantage going from their own end now. Streaking through center, they go on the attack. Great defensive effort with the strip. Rocks him. Gets it out of his own end. Takes the feed. Drills him. And that play's neutralized. There's the collision, and look who's hit again.
Well, he's been a punching bag tonight, James. He's going to have to find a way to get out of the way.
Swap up. And he slides it quickly to Stevenson. Seattle's got the puck against the boards. Trying to clear. Good use of the body to knock him off the puck. Oh, he'll feel that one. Here's a chance! Oh, what a stop on the play! Too much traffic in the lane. Dishes it off. My goodness, the pressure really building here in the offensive end. On the outside to Burakovsky.
Gotta love these moments within a game, James. It's tight. The game really hasn't opened up. You gotta play free, but you have to play responsible as well.
What a steal in his own end.
Doughty's on his way down to the ice, almost on 1 foot. Incredible display of awareness as he's able to get that pass off, which leads to a great scoring chance.
Jostles for the puck, but still hangs on. Deep inside the defensive end, still trying to clear. Deno's out of the box.
An average PK starting to find its stride there with that kill, and it's all about what you can do next, and that was a good one.
A big draw looming here in the offensive zone. Kopitar's gained possession, and his great work inside the face-off circle pays off again. Good fight for the puck along the boards. Jostled off the puck. Picked up along the boards by Doughty. He got all of that hit. Slides it across. Here's a chance in front.
Scored goal! He saved it! Oh, wow! Oh, he was swimming. He was out of the pool, James, but he finds his way back in to make that save. Incredible.
I can't believe it stayed out.
Up your entire bench. I mean, this is a game changer, James. Talk about change the momentum of a game and a timely save. That's one right there.
Here in the late goings of the period, Seattle's leading by 1. They're up 5-4. They win the draw and go on the attack. Here's a chance in front. Oh, he comes up with a stop. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. Seattle's coaches have to be impressed from what they're seeing from their players tonight. All sorts of scoring chances, and they lead late in the third. LA's got it in the defensive zone. Taken along the wall by Clark. Here they come. Moves it quickly over to Kempe. And makes the save. We got a whistle as the puck's frozen. A critical draw here. They take possession as he locks him up off the faceoff. This is a faceoff they'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone. And they win the draw on their own end. Battle along the wall. And here's the pass to Tolvanen. Takes it off on the offensive end. Sends the pass over. With possession along the wall. What a great read breaking up the pass. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. Back to the blue line. There's an injection of energy with that hit. Seattle's on the attack. The Kings gain possession in their own end. Byfield's got it along the wing. A little dipsy doodle and he loses possession of the puck.
Oh, I know what he was trying to do there, James. He thought he had it with that move, but he created some space for himself, but unfortunately loses the handle and it dies on his stick.
A big face-off here inside the offensive end. Off the face-off, they take the puck. Anderson's lugging the puck. Takes the feed at center and moves up ahead. Sends it in front. And he shuts down a great scoring chance there. Oh, and another quick stop.
Beauty save back there. He's really owning his crease.
Here in the later stages of this period, it's a one-goal hockey game in what has been a fantastic display of offense. It's 5-4. Chase right in front, and that's off target.
They can certainly be disappointed with his finishing touch there, James, but a lot of good work put into the fight for position to get to that area in the first place.
Oh, he almost put him through the boards.
When you're down late in the game, you need someone to physically engage, be invested in the opportunity to get back in it, and that's why that hit is delivered right there.
Shuts him down.
Well, goaltender has to be able to anticipate the play, and he does just that. Gets square to the shooter in the low slot and makes the save.
Great poke by Eberle. Scooped up along the wall by Fiala. Los Angeles looks to get things going now with the puck.
Seattle's top line is going to come on the ice, and there's no coaching decision to be made here. I mean, they've been so effective, they contributed, and they're a reason why they're in the lead.
The Kings take it along the wall. The Kraken have the puck in the defensive zone. In need of a goal, the extra attacker's out on the ice. Takes a shot. Oh, wow, what a pad save by DeCord. A critical face-off looms here.
And the extra attacker is on the ice, James. So much pressure on the center to win this draw.
LA's won the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. And that goes off a body. Great stick save by Korn. Seattle's got possession of the puck. 6 seconds remaining. Here's a shot. And that caroms off a body in the lane. And that'll close the book on this one as the final horn sounds. Seattle's offense on full display tonight, and they stayed with it from puck drop right to the final horn.
What I really liked about it, James, is they weren't predictable with their shooting. So they were shooting from good spots and bad spots, and sometimes that really throws a goaltender off and disrupts coverage. I like their game plan.
That'll do it for tonight's EA Sports broadcast. Hey, look, plenty of action just around the corner, and we hope to see you then. Good night.